Okay, so talking about life hacks, this is an interesting one. So this is actually a trick that car salesmen and salespeople use a lot. It's a pretty simple one, but it can be very powerful. And it's something that once you understand, you'll find yourself realizing that people frequently do it. So mimicking the body language of others is one of the best ways to build rapport very quickly. Now, next time you're standing and you're talking with a group of your friends, notice how generally, over the course of the conversation, if you shift like to fold your arms, often the person you're talking to will mimic that. Or if you put your hands on your hips,
they don't really know they do it.
Right, it's subconscious because that's a situation where the rapport is already there. And because mankind is very much a social creature, we want to show that, we're on the same page. Now, car salesmen and other people in sales use this trick all the time to make people feel more comfortable and to try to kind of accelerate the building of a relationship. It's a like sales 101 technique. But this story is talking about when you're in doubt, mimic the body language of others to be more persuasive. Okay? So this is from an advice site called Barking Up the Wrong Tree, and they say the correct body language to use depends on your goal. If you're trying to sell someone on something, more expressive and enthusiastic body language may be called for. When you're trying to convince someone who's on the fence, speaking more calm and with authority is more appropriate. But the whole point is you want to try to plan your body language and adapt accordingly, but often that's hard to do.
Yeah, because you have to really, I think that requires the one you have to be very aware of your body.
Sure.
Situationally aware. And let me tell you folks, being aware of your body and what your body does, as I'm doing the spider fingers.
You feel more comfortable?
Well, no, I am very aware. So, in case in point, right? So, folks who are Fowler Nation viewers,
yep,
right, who also view me on other channels, you'll notice on the Fowler show, I use my hands more expressively than I do on air. On air, my hands, you never see my hands, even when I'm sitting on a desk. I'm sitting on a desk, I move my hands with it. It's more meaningful.
You're in the.
And the reason why is because I find the Fowler show is what I consider to be my home. There's a home.
Yep.
There's a house. Right? And so because of that, I'm more expressive to my audience. When I'm on other folks' show, I think hands are disruptive. People are used to it on the Fowler show. Yeah. It's a normal behavior. Even Rich does it now. Rich never talked with his hands when he first got to the Fowler show. Now, he just, when he was leading the segment, you saw he kept doing like this. He was like, what I do. So, it works.
Hands. Yep. So,
but you got to be situationally aware of your body.
Right. You want to make people feel comfortable. And here's a perfect example. Retail salespeople who subtly mimic customer speech and behavior patterns are more successful at selling. 78.8% of people bought such a product from a mimicking salesperson compared to just 61% from a salesperson that didn't mimic. Now, you're looking at 20% increase in sales. That is significant. 100%.
No, this is also true, like knowing how to change your tone, how to change your diction, how to play around with voice modulation, right? Like I'm going to have a deeper tone if I'm selling something to a man than if I'm going to sell something to a lady. Sometimes with a lady, I'm going to be a little bit up here, but if I'm selling to a man and why this is a great product, I'm going to be down here.
That's interesting. I like that. Change the tone.
And even when I'm on the phone, if you notice me, if anybody knows me, we spend a lot of time on conference calls. If the conference is being led by a guy, my voice is always down here. So by a girl, my voice is always up here.
Mr. Fowler does his man voice.
Man voice.
So, I don't know. I think this is pretty interesting. Body language plays a huge role. And like Richard was saying, it's really important that you are aware of how you present yourself when you're acting with others. I think so many people go through the day and go through their work life
not really
understanding what it means non-verbally, the things that we often do when we don't realize that we're doing it.
That's true.
It's super important. So 2 goals for this, 2 takeaways that maybe you can take into your next work meeting or your next negotiation, whatever it is.
Mimic the body language.
Mimic the body language. Try to make people feel at ease. Try to match what they're doing, match their tone, match their feeling, match their gestures, things like that. You're not mimicking them, by the way. You're matching them. It's a big difference. You're not doing this at the same time that they do it. You're like, if Richard Fowler's sitting like this, then I'll sit like this too.